you are allowing others to commit the act, and you are encouraging the act of non-violence done by both sides, you and other. Okay, then there are so many debates. Now there are so many debates. I'm not going to share you all the issues. I'm going to speak few points here, because I have discussed with many Tibetan Buddhist scholars and also non-Tibetan Buddhist scholars, and also I spoke with non-Buddhism scholars too. And I'm not going to speak all of them. I'm going to share you few points. First, like when we walk out, we are stepping on tiny species. We are killing them without our awareness. We are killing them without our motivation. And these are the pictures. These are the Jain Munis, and some Jain Munis, they are completely naked. Okay, and some Jain Munis, they are wearing the clothes, and then they are not wearing the shoes. And Jain Munis, they assume it is likely to kill more insects if we wear the shoes, so they are walking with the bare feet. So according to the Jainisms, they think that if we kill something without awareness, without our motivation, it's going to be like the act of violence. Okay, now I'm going to show you. Another point is Jain Munis, they are wearing the mask. Okay, and they think that there are so many tiny species in the air. When we speak, it is likely to enter into our mouths, and they are going to be killed. So is it the practice of violence or not? Okay, now let me touch to the Buddhist scripture. In the Buddhist Vinaya text, Buddha has advised to his fellow monks and nuns. Monks, when they were drinking the water, they must use the strainers. At the lifetime of Buddha, there are so many arhats. They have a divine sights. They have a clairvoyance. Even they use the strainers, they still can see so many tiny species in the water. So they stopped drinking, and they got a physical challenge, and they got dehydrations. Finally, Buddha advised them again, when they drink the water, they must stop the divine sights. They must use an ordinary eye. If they use ordinary eye, and if they use strainers, if they don't see any tiny species in the water, then they are allowed to consume the water. So that kind of advice, it seems to me, if you kill something without your awareness and without your motivation, is likely to be the act of violence. So there are so many debates, and there are so many issues like that. Now I'm going to share you some situations happening in the present times. First thing is the wrong surgery, and of course the doctor, when they do the surgery, they don't they are doing the surgery based on the commercial purpose. They are doing the surgery for their own reputations. They are doing the surgery for their own name. But it is confirmed that all the doctors, they don't have a motivation to kill the patients. But sometimes doctor does surgery and patient dies. So is this the act of killing or not? Okay, now I'm going to share you one latest point. It is very popular right now. It's a put to sleep. Now there are so many countries in the West. They have legal procedures. Okay, they are giving an injection to kill the patient who have a severe disease and severe pain. Okay, so and also in the West, people, they are keeping animals. They have a pet, and if they have a problem with their pet, and they have a legal procedure to kill their pet, they are using the injection. So, according to the Buddhist practitioner, as a Buddhist practitioner, and those people who are accepting the next life, okay, suppose that particular guy, he is going to rebirth in the hell. okay, then he is going to, have more suffering than whatever he is experiencing right now in this life on this planet. So if you are giving an injection, then you are sending that guy, directly to the hell. So is this, the practice of violence or not? There are so many issues like that. I'm not going to share all of them. So what is the purpose of doing the practice of non-violence? There are three kinds of persons. The first persons, we call them a kibuchumu. Kibuchumu, they are dedicating their life to do the practice of non-violence in aiming of achieving the human life and God being for next life. The another one is the second person. They are doing the practice of non-violence to escape from this samsaric world. Okay, the third person is a kipuchumbo. So they are doing the practice. They are engaging in the practice of non-violence in the aim of achieving the Buddhahood. Now there is a confusion there. People think their ultimate goal is to achieve enlightenment, but that is not the truth. Okay, they are achieving enlightenment and achieving Buddhahood is just a means. It's not the end. Their ultimate goal is to help the sentient being. Their ultimate goal is to serve the humanitarian. In order to serve the humanitarian, in order to help the other sentient being. So achieving Buddhahood is the best way to serve the humanitarian. Okay, now I'm going to speak about the Gandhi's principle of non-violence. If you read the Gandhi's books like Hind Swaraj and Satyagraha, and you can see that Gandhi, his main target is to seek the truth. Okay, seek the truth, and he says he says the truth and non-violence is the same entity. If he says that there are two sides of the coins. If you want to find out the truth, then you need to do the practice of non-violence. If you do the practice of violence, then you would not able to seek the truth. That is his idea. And Gandhi has Gandhi believes in the perspective, and he said all the nation they must be demilitarized. And he said defense of nation must be carried out based on the practice of non-violence. And this great philosophy is originated from this country, and India has not been able to practice it. And also there are so many countries like Sri Lanka, Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, even Tibet. And Buddhism's and the concept of non-violence flourished to the Tibet in the 8th century. But Tibet used to have an army, and Tibet used to buy a weapon from the British Empire. Okay, so now I'm going to the conclude. Gandhi has shown in very detail that doing the practice of non-violence is not only for individual spiritual path. It is to bring the justice for society, and it is to bring the freedom for nations, and also in administrating the government as well. And he says it is possible, and he has proven it. Okay, I haven't concluded yet. Thank you.